views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, I'll keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
Well, let's show your latest Down and Under by Tim Wolf. And you sent me this a while ago, and you are now doing something special with that CD, aren't you?
Well, I've already moving on to my next release, which is in pre-sale. But when you say something special, I mean yeah, I wrote the Down and Under. I wrote that when I was on a cruise ship down
Hold
and
on.
under.
This is Patty Hunter with Tim Wolf. Welcome to my TV show, Patty's Page. I goofed up in that one, but that's okay. That's the way I am. Backwards Patty. So you were on a cruise.
Yes, I was on a cruise. I think it was in 2022. To about 15 days down under with my sister and brother-in-law, and both of my sisters and their husbands. So we were celebrating my brother-in-law's birthday, and while I was on that cruise, I had brought a portable piano with me and also a guitar.
Right.
And I wrote 11 songs while I was on that cruise ship.
11 songs? What prompted you to do those beautiful songs?
Well, thank you. I just try to write all the time. And, when you're, as a songwriter, being in a different location often will give you inspiration that you wouldn't have not being in that location. And the same thing as I know some writers go on a bus trip. I know one particular hit songwriter from Nashville would go on a bus trip with his co-writers, and the express purpose was to write songs while a bus driver is driving the bus down the road. Now, this was a big hit songwriter from Nashville who'd written number one. So this was a way for him to have different environment, different location. And you could look out the window, I suppose, and see what was going by on the highway while he's riding with his co-writer. And that was, I remember reading it on his Facebook post as a trip. So then you're focused completely on writing songs. The distractions are minimized. You don't have other distractions of people coming into your room or your studio. Hey, help me with this or whatever, family, what have you. You can focus more on music. And so sometimes getting in a different location is a way to refresh, reset your mind, reset your emotions perhaps, and get the inspirations from being somewhere else. It always feels exciting to go somewhere else, and especially when you're in another country and on a cruise ship. So I feel it was a very fertile ground for me to write new songs. And and as a way of, I wanted to put all 11 songs on the album include all of them and none that I didn't write on that trip, to make it a completely thematic whole, and don't add any other songs that I wrote and don't take away from any that I wrote while I'm on that trip. And that's what we ended up. And I was going to call it Songs from Down Under, but I realized then people would be saying, well, where's the didgeridoo? Or where's the
dingo? Hey.
Yeah. That sounds more like Australian themed songs or New Zealand themed songs. And so I changed it to Down and Under because there are some sad songs and there are some, so Down and Under maybe kind of feels, but it really is because it came from down under the geographic location. And I hope that it comes across as a thematic whole.
You are now in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes,
You originally came from where again?
South Dakota.
South Dakota. And
I
you're
was
writing a
born in
lot
South
about-
Dakota.
Yeah.
And my album before Down and Under was entitled Born in South Dakota.
Mhm.
And that because the one song was entitled Born in South Dakota, so I entitled the entire album. But I have a new album coming out that's called Raised in South Dakota, which is kind of the sequel to Born in South Dakota.
So each CD has 11 songs.
The new album has 12. So I try to put at least 10 songs on every album. But the new one has 12. And the CD has 14, so it has a couple bonus tracks that aren't on streaming. I'm trying to so the streaming part of it has 12 songs, but the CD has 14 on the new album that's going to be coming out in about 2.5 weeks.
Oh, I'm glad we're talking about this, eh? Do you have the cover for this?
Yes, absolutely.
Righteous.
So
Very nice.
it's a
Is
picture of me. It's snowfell. It was taken in Nashville.
Nice.
Here's the vinyl,
Right on. Beautiful.
and it's a double vinyl. It has 2
Wowzer.
discs. It has over an hour's worth of music. Two vinyl discs,
That's worth it.
and
It's
it's
worth
the snow fell in Nashville, and the snow doesn't last very long when it falls in Nashville. It doesn't happen every winter.
No.
So I asked my nephew, I said, let's get out there and take some photos while the snow is still on the ground, and that ended up on the album cover.
So each CD has a main theme working its way through the whole.
Yes.
So Down and Under, what theme, what genre?
Well, it was Americana, more Americana than, in fact, I submitted it for the Grammy in the blues categories, contemporary blues, and the Recording Academy listened to it and they said, nope, this is Americana. So I have the official designation from the Recording Academy that this album, Down and Under, the one you have, is an Americana album, not a blues album. Whereas Born in South Dakota charted on the Billboard Blues charts, so that is blues. And this one also is much bluesier than Down and Under. And this has of the 14 songs, the ones on the CD. Here's the CD. So CD and vinyl. Of the 14 songs on the CD, I wrote 10 of them while I was living in South Dakota still, before I moved to Nashville.
Groovy.
All of them were written then. That's the theme. And then the 4 covers were all songs that I either performed in a cover band while I was living in South Dakota, or I grew to love while living in South Dakota. Oh, I have to be correct. I don't want to make... There is one song that was written in 2023 that doesn't... So 3 of the 4 covers, I have to be more correct. And the 4th one is kind of an outlier, but once you hear the name of it, you will understand why I included it. So Chris Stapleton, the Grammy-winning wonderful artist from Nashville, recorded a song entitled South Dakota in his, I think it was 2023 album. And when I found out that he had written and recorded and released a song entitled South Dakota, I said, I have to include that. So it was technically after I left from South Dakota. So that's the one exception to the rule. So 13 of the 14 songs I either wrote or learned to appreciate and played while I was living in South Dakota. And then that last one, South Dakota, which is a Chris Stapleton cover, is the exception.
How
Yes.
many people worked with you?
My co-writers are really primarily uh, two people. Mike Markham is a guy I've been writing with since I moved to Nashville,
Right.
and Jimmy Davis is my closest friend in the world, is another co-writer. And those are the two main co-writers that I have worked with. And
You work with singers, singing with the duo or
sorry.
background singers?
Oh, background singers. Okay, so on this latest album,
Mm-hmm.
I hired some world-class background singers. Good question. Now the previous albums, I did all the background singing except for, what album was it? No, I think they were all singles. My vocal instructor, Kara,
Right.
who was my vocal instructor, and I'm not working with her now, may in the future. She came to my studio where I'm sitting now and laid down vocal tracks for two songs. Um, and those were released, and she did BGVs. But other than that, and then my producer, Kenny Schick. I should say I worked with Kenny Schick, but he didn't help me write anything. He just produced my first 5 albums, and he also does BGVs, background vocals. And so he did the background vocals on the first 5 songs.
Well, you got to produce and put as professional.
Okay. So I hired for this album 2 gospel vocalists. One of them is Angie Prim. She's been a gospel vocalist with the Bill Gaither band for 15 years, I think.
Dang.
And she's amazing. And she brought her friend, get this, her friend's name is Harmony. It's like when she was born, her parents knew she was going to be a harmony singer. Her name is Harmony Hall. And so Harmony and Angie did the background vocals on 7 tracks on this album.
On the new one.
On the new one that's coming out. 7 tracks, and they just amazing. Chef's kiss. They were amazing. She's got a range. Once this album comes out, there are some BGVs that sounds like it's a man singing. Angie can get down into what you would normally think a man. She can sing the high parts, of course, but her range is amazing. There are some parts where she is singing. So they did 3 passes, I think. The 2 of them singing together. I think they did. I'm trying to remember. They did at least 2 passes. There's a bunch of voices on there. There's every song has, I think, 6 voices. They did 3 passes, and they're singing together in the same mic.
So they did 3 different tones each?
So they're doing the soprano part, and then they're doing the alto part, and then they're doing the really low part.
All right.
That's all that's on these. That's the only BGVs on these 7 songs that they sang on. And it sounds like a man is singing because Angie can really get down there. And so talented.
With you being a producer and all, did you absorb most of the costs of getting these CDs released?
Oh, yeah, I had to. It's all independent. I don't have any backer. I have to do it all myself.
Friends or businesses?
No. I have some real estate investments that I use to fund these projects.
So you're touring?
I
still working.
I have 1 gig coming up in 3 weeks, my album release gig in Madison, Indiana. And then I will be touring to go out to Colorado and still finalizing the dates at the end of September, early October. And other than that, that's the only things that I have on my docket. I have a number of gigs already booked. I haven't started promoting them, but I'll be going from Nashville out to Colorado and back in September, October.
What's that? Graceland. You went there, eh? Elvis Presley. Thank you very much.
Yes, this is my Elvis Presley mug. Yes, Graceland. I went to this is my main mug. Well, it's for one thing, it's big.
It is.
So I drink a lot of coffee, and it keeps it. And I went to I went to Memphis. Oh, it's been a couple of time goes on. A couple months ago now, maybe 3 months ago. My nephew and I went to Memphis.
Tennessee, Memphis.
Yeah, well, I live in Tennessee, and it's about a 3.5 hour drive to Memphis from Nashville.
Wow,
And we went to see, because I'm a big Celtics fan, and the Celtics played the Memphis Grizzlies, and so we went to see the game, and then we stayed overnight, and the next day we went to the Graceland, and I didn't know what to expect. Somehow in my mind, I thought that Graceland had fallen into great disrepair and it was going to be a sad tour.
Yeah.
Nothing could be further from the truth.
I mean, they kept it up.
They've kept it up, and it's very well organized, and you could go on the grounds, and you get these for free. It's included in the purchase price of the ticket. You get this iPad they give you with headphones, and as you go into each room, it gives you the spiel about what happened in what that room is about, and like your own personal tour guide, so you can wait as long as you want in a particular room, and then when you go to the next room, it'll tell you what's up with that room, and then you go back across the street, and they have a whole complex, fairly new buildings, a bunch of buildings, many buildings. One of them was his car collection, or any car that was related to him, maybe that he owned at one time, or maybe that the Colonel Parker owned, or anything to do with any car related to Elvis. What's that? Sorry?
How many cars?
Many, many, many cars. He loved cars. I didn't know that about him. Many cars. I probably in that big, it was like a big airplane hangar. It was huge. It was a humongous place. And these cars are all immaculately, some motorcycles as well. And I bet you there were 30 cars, maybe 40 cars there. Yeah, a lot of money. Once owned by Elvis, a lot of money. And then you go to the next one, and it was all about his clothing, because he was big on the clothing. He had he had to
look good all the time, man.
He looked good, yeah. And then there was another exhibit about Tom Parker. I mean, some people think Colonel Tom Parker was a bad person, but
I don't think so.
Without him, we may not have known who Elvis was. He created the stardom that he pushed. The two of them working together created the phenomena. And then there was another display about all the movies he made. He made so many movies, and some props from the movies. And then what else? There was even a display about people talking about that were influenced by Elvis, and maybe some memorabilia from them.
And you, my friend, do you have a website?
I do.
So in case we want to buy your beautiful.
Sure. The Tim Wolf, TheTimWolf.com. And if you go .com. And if you go to that website, it'll give all the connections to my Spotify and YouTube and Instagram, and so that's the starting place. And also my store, if somebody wants to buy merch, t-shirts, hoodies, coffee cups, CDs, vinyl.
Hey, listen, what would you like to say to my audience to encourage them if they want to start their singing career like the way you did? And how to keep at it.
Oh, yeah, that's the most important thing. Being an artist, and it's still to this day, I consider discouragement is a given, because every day 120,000 songs are uploaded to streaming. The competition is incredible. Fierce. And so sometimes it seems like nobody hears your stuff. I mean, it just feels like that. And so discouragement is a constant. And I'm not the only one. I mean, I'm in a group of a bunch of other like-minded independent artists, and everyone feels it to some extent. it's brutally tough. And the
Royalties.
rejection, like trying to book gigs. Booking gigs is not for the faint of heart.
Yes.
Booking agents don't want they have so many people emailing them
Yeah.
wanting to get booked, and they don't have the time to respond. They don't, and like what and so
They pick and choose the more
pick and choose.
popular.
They pick and choose.
That is
So
not fair. Not
well, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is.
Sorry, have
And
to-
so it's the number one thing is mindset. And if you don't,
Pardon
if you
me.
give up, you'll never make it. And a lot of great artists have given up too soon. And so the only way you can succeed is not giving up. So that's number one. Mindset saying, I don't care. I mean, you have to have the attitude, I think, that I don't care if nobody hears my music. I don't care because I'm going to still make it.
That's right.
Because if you're in it for maximizing and I want to have all these viewers and I want to have all these followers on Instagram and social media, I want to be an influencer, whatever, that's not the right attitude. You have to make music because that's all you can do. And I've considered quitting often, many times, but then I always come to the conclusion, well, what would I do? What would I do if I didn't make music? Okay, I'm going to make music then because I can't imagine not making it. So that's, if you don't have that, if you don't have that drive and passion,
Right.
maybe a person would quit, because you got to have that, because you're not going to, and you can get lucky. Okay, people will get lucky and get a sudden viral moment or what have you. But it's still hard. Still hard. And we can point to examples of people who suddenly blew up. You know, Oliver Anthony is one. The guy who was shared on Joe Rogan. And you remember Oliver Anthony a couple years ago?
Background.
The Men North of Richmond. What's a Richmond North of Richmond? It was about politicians. Remember that was song?
Yeah.
And it was just a video of him playing in his backyard. It was not very professionally produced. And suddenly it blew up because Joe Rogan, and it was a good song, well-written song. He became big and he was selling out 10,000 cap venues and 1 million followers overnight. Boom. Now I think he's quit. He's into ministry now. He's into Christian ministry, but he really stopped doing his music. He said, the music industry is not for me. So there's a guy who suddenly, it is possible. But waiting for that is like waiting for lightning to strike. You're probably not going to happen.
Zip.
You know? Yeah.
I only got zipped a couple times. My aha moment was me getting my TV show.
Oh, nice.
I'm in my 17th year now.
Nice. Good for you. Congrats.
Congratulations, I listen, I gotta go, kid.
Okay. Thank you.
God bless you now, sweet.
God bless.
Good day, eh? And
good day. We'll see you.
Good day, eh? Hey,
okay. Bye.
It's great talking with you.
Yeah, same here, Patty. Thank you.
To you. You're a good old boy, and we love you.
I love you.
Listen to his music, people.
Thank you.
Come to Fort Wayne. This is Patty Hunter. We'll see you next week, God willing, and peace be with you. Bye-bye,
right.
Jim
Bye.
Wolf. Thank you.
Black roses growing covered in snow so white. The wind howls and whistles in the pale evening light. When the time is right, destiny comes for me. But I'm running out of daylight. It's getting too dark to see. Is there anybody out here on this frequency? I've been putting out signals, nothing's coming back to me. Anybody out here on this frequency? Do I have a bad receiver? Can anybody hear me? Is there anybody out here on this frequency? Is there anybody out here on this frequency? I'm missing all the love I never had with would you do? Got dreams for the future, but I don't have you. I'd give up all my money just to make it come true. Is there anybody out here on this frequency? I've been putting out signals, nothing's coming back to me. Is there anybody out here on this frequency? Do I have a bad receiver? Can anybody hear me? Is there anybody out here on this frequency? Is there anybody out here on this frequency? Is there anybody out here on this frequency?
This is Tim Wolf. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please go to the link down below in the description. There's a Bitly link. Listen to my music at Spotify. I appreciate it very much. It means a lot to an artist if you follow them. If you would be kind enough to like the video if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Finally, be sure to subscribe. And then also there are other videos on this screen that you can watch. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed, my love. God is with us always for the rest of all our lives.